this is just a brief introduction to some of the jobs. We're gonna be using some of these things because it's important that we have them lined up for the later lessons, but also because of the fact that it's important that you know what these different jobs do. Server techs are most common in medium-sized LAN events and qualifying leagues. If you are playing in a league, most likely there will be server technicians as well, but it's probably unlikely that you will have a whole bunch of trouble, and they will most likely be doing all other work as well, because of the fact that for the league, you'll set up and you'll maintain the servers, but really there won't be like assembly and disassembly. The studio can just be left overnight, which is fantastic, right? Is once you've done that work, the front loading, so to speak, is done. And it's a strong position because of the fact that server techs are criminally overpaid because of the fact that no one really knows about this position. Um, if you have an opportunity to study information technology or IT support, server techs are actually one of the best jobs out there. Um, I believe it was ranked on Forbes's 100 most trending jobs list as well. And you will have job opportunities not just in eSport, but everything. Like every single company these days wants to run their internal servers. Um, you can do movie production. You can do like what's it called? Radio or broadcasting in general. It's very lucrative because you'll always have a job and the pay is pretty good as well. Server technicians, they're vital. What they do is you'll manage the stages where a lot of people will be connecting to your servers if you're running an internal server, as you would in Counter-Strike, or uh, alternatively, they will be responsible for getting the players, so to speak, in a game. um, by connecting their computers to the network, they'll be helping the players with any particular tech issues, but often not like what's called L1 support, which is they'll often not be working with addressing stuff like antivirus and my mouse won't connect and stuff. It's often the more behind the scenes kind of stuff. So you know when the Wi-Fi is down and stuff like this, or nobody runs a tournament on Wi-Fi, so that's a bad example. When the internet in general just collapses, right? Um, down here on the bottom, you can see some of the things that you should be able to do if you want to be a server tech. There's L1 through L3, and I'll go over that a little bit later and what that actually means. But essentially, it's level 1 through level 3, and there's actually a level 0 and level 4 as well, but no one ever uses those. Um, and what that means is you need to be quite well versed in how computers work, in how different how the structure of how you want to check these different issue or problem solving techniques. So you know the whole thing with starting from is there a user error, escalating to is there hardware error, and then finally is there a network error at the end. As it says here, that means you need basic understanding of hardware troubleshooting and replacement. You must understand how different devices communicate. You must have a great understanding of the way a network is set up and run and what makes that crash. This is difficult and it's a whole education. So we won't be telling you guys that today. It means this is what you should research if you're interested in server tech. This isn't completely the most important thing, but it's quite important to have a basic understanding of Mac, Windows, and Linux. The OS, because of the fact that different OS has a different impact on how you want to run and set up the service. It has an impact on the, so to speak, the primary method for which you'll have people connecting and working and talking to each other. And then because of the fact that you'll be working with other technicians, basic coding as a minimum is recommended. Many people who do server tech work as web developers on the side. They'll do website development, or they'll do pretty much website development or video game development. So there are quite a lot of programmers who moonlight as server techs as well.